What's up, guys? I wanted to make this video today because yesterday I went on a little bit of a tangent and got a whole bunch of random things completed that I had not had planned. Uh, and so I wanted to share it with you guys because I think this is something that you guys can also implement. Let me preface it by saying this is a work in progress. So please don't look at this as the final product. It's a work in progress, but we've already got kind of the MVP, the minimum viable product version of it already on and ready to go. And so if you look at the website here, this is our website, ClickRush Marketing. And if you've never been on our website before, there's two things that are on here that were never on here before. That is chat with AliX and this little widget here. Now, I think that when you have a website, you should make it incredibly easy for a visitor to be able to complete information that pre-qualifies them and allows them an opportunity to complete a form so that you have their information and you can take it, contact them, and try to convert them into a client. Now, there's a multifaceted approach. There's a lot of steps that go into actually being able to generate enough value where they'll take a call with you. It's very rare someone will just hop on and just schedule a call. And so what we do is we want to make sure that we're receiving their information, hitting them with value. And for us, that's a 3-step email approach in which we're providing a cheat sheet that would provide value to an agent. We're providing them with basically things that they can implement into their business before we even ask for an appointment. Now, on these different facets on the actual website, right? We want to have different ways that people can actually fill out a form and schedule a call and get to that part. And so this chat feature right here did not exist prior, and this widget right here did not exist. Now, to give you a little bit of an origin, I created this little chat box, and I created this widget last night through ChatGPT. Okay, and just to give you a little bit of a historical context, I was using a system called HeyFlow, and HeyFlow is essentially a landing page builder that also has embeddable widgets that you can create that are like interactive, logic-based questions where you can basically pre-qualify a lead all the way through the end, overcome some objections they may come into during those questionnaires, and essentially get them to either submit their information to you or schedule a call. Now, using HeyFlow, I had received a boost in leads that I didn't have prior coming from my website. Okay, there was an immediate boost, and I very quickly realized, okay, there's value in this because I'm now giving a different type of way where someone can complete a form. And I thought about it, I'm like, man, people really do like yes or no questions. They do like keeping things that are going to keep their interest in continuing and moving forward. And so when you look at a website and you see just like get a free consultation, right? Kind of straightforward. I want to make it easy for someone to just look at it and want to schedule a call. If you click on this link, it's going to take you right to my calendar appointment booking link for our sales team to schedule a discovery call. Now, when I was using another website, I realized dude, this chat widget's pretty cool. Like it's calculating like a marketing plan for me. It's answering questions that I would, that presumably the salesperson on the other end receiving my lead would find value in and would need. So like contact information, things about their business, things like that. And so I was like, man, this is really good. I'm seeing a boost in people filling out and completing forms that I didn't have before. So there's definitely value in this, and I want it. I want to keep it because I signed up for a free trial because I wanted to try it out, right? Like you should be testing different things and seeing what works and what doesn't. And then my free trial came down to like the 1 week mark. And so I got a notification, hey, you have 7 days left on your trial, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool, I'm just going to buy it. So I go to buy it, and I look at the pricing and $75 a month for a widget. Okay, I get it. Hayflow has an entire like portfolio of products. They have a whole array of products that you can use, including like full landing pages and things like that. So there's value in it if you're making use of the entire service. But for me, I don't need the entire service. I just need the widget. And so I was like, fuck this. I'm not paying $75 a month for a widget. And even though I have zero coding experience, I know how to do drag and drop a custom HTML box or a custom code box onto my website and just throw code in. Anyone could do that, but you have to create the code. And so what I did was I went in to, and I'm gonna share this here. I went into ChatGPT and I created a folder in ChatGPT called Victor's Executive Assistant, because I have multiple different things on here. So I have Executive AI Assistant, and so this is something that I use personally to help come up with ideas, do research on competitors, for services, for how we calculate what our services should cost, where there is an incentive for people to be profitable, all that good stuff. ChatGPT has been awesome in that regards, just helping me with come up with ideas. Now, ChatGPT helped me create the code. And so this is awesome because I literally gave them the code that I used from Hayflow and said, hey, I don't want to pay $75 a month. Take this code and make our own version of it and spit me back some code so I could use that on my website. And it did that. It did exactly that. And so it was incredible in that regard. I put the code in, I test it. Okay, the color scheme and the user interface is not like the prettiest. So I'm like, okay, ChatGPT, let's add in the same colors as my website. Here's my website link. Let's match the coloring and let's make the actual UI, the interface, let's make it look a little bit more modern so that people are actually like more inclined to want to use it, and so that it actually fits in with the website and doesn't look like it's a widget from like 1998 with a website from like 2023, 24, 25, right? So it did that. We made minor tweaks. Every little thing that I didn't like or that I wanted an adjustment with, I would just go right into ChatGPT and say, hey, make this adjustment. And it would go in and it would make the adjustment and did a really good job of being able to do that, you know? And so, like I said, testing is important. So I would go on and say, hey, instead of pre-filling the calendar link, make it a clickable link that people can take as a new tab, right? And so every time I would make a new adjustment, it would just spit out new code to me. And so that's exactly what I wanted, right? I wanted to spit back code. I wanted to make the adjustments. I wanted to do all those things, and it ended up becoming really, really good. And so we have the website now here, right? And we have the widget. Now look at this. If you look at this, it looks like it's like a part of the website. It looks like it came with it, right? Like the font, the color scheme, the size, everything kind of flows perfectly with the rest of the website. So it doesn't look like something that was like created off of a ChatGPT, or maybe it does. I don't know. But I love the Hayflow design, which is very similar to this. Had a little bit more of the theatrics and like, you know, some other stuff tied to it that I didn't necessarily need or want. But I like it. So, you know, you can ask, do you have a website? What's your website? Next. You know, what channels do you use? Next. Like, this is so much easier for someone to kind of just go in and select what they want to select. It's coming up with this. Mind you, this took me all of like maybe for each widget, like 20 to 30 minutes to really dial it in, get it where I want it, and then have it to a place where it worked. Now, earlier in this conversation, I told you this is still a work in progress. And the reason why is because, yes, the form is completed, they answer the calls, but I don't have the technological understanding or capacity to know how to get that form that was just completed delivered to me. And so as of now, the way that it's standing as is, I don't have a way to receive the information that was just completed as seen just now, which is fine. I have the schedule a call, which will take you to my website booking page, and you can schedule a call to your liking. That's fine. But if someone doesn't want to schedule the call and they fill out all that information, they're not going to call from us right now because I haven't figured out how to get that logic and how to get that code to actually deliver the email to me. And yes, I know you can download plugins, and I've done all of it. I've reached my max of capability, and so I'm bringing someone who is helping me actually get that portion done. Hopefully by the end of today or tomorrow, I'll have that situation fixed, and we can start receiving that completed information. So that's one part. That's where I saved myself $75 a month, because that widget alone is like, it just saved me $75 a month for exactly what I needed, instead of having to go to Hayflow or go to more expensive alternatives, which are like $250 a month. So super happy with ChatGPT for building that out, and now I have someone who knows way more than I do helping me get that last portion completed so I can actually receive the delivery of the leads. Now, the second part I wanted to show you guys is the chat box. So I have another company, it's free, so this doesn't save me any money, but I had a chat box that basically, if someone wanted to talk, they can answer a couple quick questions and then send me an email. I receive the email, cool, and then they can, we can respond to it. But that's not what I wanted out of my chat box. What I wanted out of my chat box was essentially someone or something that was logic based and had reason behind it to push people towards scheduling an appointment. And so that's what this has done. It's still a work in progress. This is a ChatGPT generated box that also, you can see, still looks very fluid, very it flows well with the website. The interface matches the widget, it matches the rest of the website as far as font, color schemes, the rounding, just everything about it just fits and flows perfectly. And so I created this bot with ChatGPT to be able to push me into a conversation for people who are visiting and get them to schedule a call. It's going to grab all the information that we need. So tell us about the industry, insurance agent looking for home insurance leads, right? It's just going to ask a couple questions, get them typing in so we can kind of learn a little bit about them. And then it's going to ask them to schedule a call. So how many leads do you need on a daily basis? Let's say 5. Now, this is exactly like the widget. As I was building this out and implementing it, looking at it, testing it, going back, there were things that we had to do to go in. Like, I want it to be more of a natural conversation. So like, where's your monthly budget? I'm going to type in 2,500, and as soon as I press enter, you're going to see 3 little dots that looks like the other person is typing on the other side. So it has a little bit more of a human effect to it. That wasn't there on the original widget that I created on the original chat box. And that time delay of like 3 to 5 seconds also didn't exist. I had to have ChatGPT build that in so it felt like a more natural conversation. Obviously, when you're building a website, you want people to spend as much time as possible. So if I could get people to spend a little bit more time, on this form and doing that shows that people are spending a longer time on the website, which eventually signals will send out that say, hey, people are actually spending time on this website. You should probably recommend it. And so as we complete this, you know, there's still relevant questions that people would typically want to answer if they wanted something from us. And so we're gathering all the stuff we need. So we have built-in objections that we overcome. So like, if you could please provide your phone number, this helps us reach you if we get disconnected. If I just ask for your phone number, you're probably going to say no or put a fake number. You still may put a fake number, but at least it's letting you know, hey, if we get disconnected on here, like, we have your number and we could call. So would you be interested in scheduling a call? That's the final question that we ask. We put yes, and now it's going to send the calendar link. And so this is what I want. I wanted someone who can just come straight in if they want to schedule a call to schedule it. I wanted the widget, which allows someone to fill out a lead form. And then if we can get them to schedule a call, great. And then at the end, I wanted to have a chat box that pushes towards the appointment. And so it gives us different methods that people can take that leads to the same result for us, which is an appointment or a lead that we can contact. And so it gives you the link, schedule your consultation. If I click it, it also takes me right back to the appointment. If someone goes through all that hassle, they're going to schedule an appointment. You know what I mean? You're not going to go through that whole conversation. And so I built that out on ChatGPT also. And that took me probably about 20 to 30 minutes. And just like that, I replaced 2 different services, saved myself $750. More than 750, almost $1,000. And I did it in an hour's time with something that actually like flows and looks better on my website. And it's something that I can constantly tweak and design and build out. And I think you should be doing the same thing with your website. If you have even the slightest bit of technical expertise, you can get this completed and built out into your website if you have access to ChatGPT. And like I said, it didn't take a lot of time. It looks good. It hits everything that I need. And it's only going to get better as we continue to build the code into it. So I'm excited to have that back end completed. Like I said, you can go on like Fiverr, you could go on any one of these places and get someone to complete that final portion of like actually the deliverance of the leads on the widget. Or if you want, you could just put a couple quick questions and just have them schedule a call. But I recommend just going all out and like completing it. If you could do it by yourself, great, save you a couple bucks, but it's not even going to cost you a lot of money to pay someone to just finish that back end portion of it. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think it can save a lot of people a lot of money, and it's pretty fun to actually go in and build shit, and it's actually making me think about some other things I can build out into my website and other apps I can create. So hope you guys found some value in it. Look forward to talking to you soon.